Here are my thoughts how to change the hunter into something more of a hunter. Focus. Focus is the primary source of the hunter and needs to get changed. My thoughts of focus would be that focus shows your percentage crit chance. This will be get changed through this crit value you have and new abilities. Second, ammo, a new resource. Ammo would be a new resource, an in-game mechanic for the hunters, and the survival and marksmanship hunter could reload the ammo with the skill reload. Third, no auto attacks anymore. I never saw a loose cannon or bow which shoot by himself between shots. Auto attacks would be removed from the long range weapons, the stats would stay. Now the ideas for the Beastmaster. Now it comes the interesting part for myself and maybe you. I thought to put the Beastmaster into his origin role. That's what he was in Warcraft 3, melee and tank. My ideas for the Beastmaster tank would be followed. His focus would work as crit value and half of the focus value would work as a soak value. His crit would be the start focus. Like all other hunters, he would get a taunt like all other tanks, and a taunt for his beast which would tank for 5 seconds and show you abilities I thought of. Face Me, the taunt, instant ability, uses global cooldown range 30 meters, cooldown 8 seconds, taunts target. Watch Out for the Beast, instant ability, uses global cooldown range 30 meters, needs companion, cooldown 30 seconds to 1 minute. The companion taunts the target and tanks it for 5 seconds. After the 5 seconds, half of the generated aggro get the hunter. He would have some attack abilities I don't thought of like Raptor Strike and more. Mastery, the bond between me and the beast. The mastery values increase the damage of the beast and the damage it takes from the hunter. Together as one. Passive ability. The hunter gains focus while attacked. 1 focus per 3% taken by damage. The hunter also gains focus while his companion takes damage. 1 focus per 2% taken by damage. So that were all of my thoughts for the Beast Mastery tank. I don't know how to change it more, because you could just use all of the survival hunter abilities and that all. Marksmanship. The mastery would be changed into Headshot. Critical hits deal more damage. Damage plus mastery percent. When you have 45 mastery, your critical hits deal 35 more damage. Ammo. The marksmanship hunter would have place for 1 ammo. Marksmanship hunters would get ammo as a new resource and skills. Here are my ideas for a rotation. Shoot. Instant ability, uses global cooldown, range 30 meters, deals damage to targeted enemy and consumes 1 ammo and the generated focus by aiming. Normal ammo. Instant ability, uses global cooldown, range 30 meters. The hunter loads 1 ammo of normal projectiles. Aiming. Cast time 1.5 seconds. Uses global cooldown, range 30 meters. The hunter aims on his target for the duration of 1.5 seconds and fills up his focus into 100%. The duration gets lower with tempo and crit. 1.5 second minus crit percent minus tempo percent. Uses global cooldown, range 30 meters. Get the Prey. Instant ability, uses global cooldown, range 30 meters, cooldown 15 seconds. This ability can only be used against an opponent with 25% life or less. The target gets marked with the debuff Prey for 15 seconds. The hunter unleashes his enemy companion on the marked target. The companion attacks until Prey is on the target. This ability is untouched by the generated focus from aiming. Damage cooldowns. armor piercing ammo, instant ability, uses global cooldown 1 minute. The hunter loads 1 ammo of armor piercing projectiles. The next shot deals 100% more critical damage and ignores all armor and defense abilities from the target. 4. AoE Grenades, instant ability, stacks 3, cooldown 15 seconds, area has to be put with the mouse. The hunter throws a grenade to the targeted area. Shoot the grenade, hit an aimed target, the grenade consumes the focus and it uses its critical chance generated by aiming. The cooldown begins when all stacks are used and when the cooldown ends all stacks are refreshed. Other abilities: Camouflage, passive ability, don't use global cooldown, activable and deactivable. While activated, when the hunter stays longer than 7 to 10 seconds, the hunter gains into stealth. Movement gets you out of the stealth. You can aiming while in stealth, grenades get thrown while in stealth and become landmines. Landmines deal the same damage as grenades. The hunter can only light 3 landmines on the ground. The landmines vanquish when the hunter isn't in the range of 50 meters. That are my ideas for the marksmanship hunter. Now I show you guys my ideas for the survival hunter. The survival hunter is the soldier, the lonely wolf, you know, Doom guy, that's what I think of. The survival hunter will have less range and his focus will work kinda different. Short, instant ability, uses global cooldown, range 20 meters, deals damage to target enemy and consumes 1 ammo. Normal ammo, instant ability, uses global cooldown, range. The hunter loads 3 ammo of normal projectiles. Chain ammo, instant ability, uses global cooldown, range. Cooldown 1 minute, the hunter loads 30 ammo of normal projectiles. Shoot needs to get hold. While shoot is hold, the hunter shoots 5 projectiles per second. Once a shoot is disturbed while releasing chain ammo, you lose all generated focus. Once the chain ammo is empty, you keep the generated focus for the next ammo. Finisher, only the strongest survive. The instant ability uses global cooldown, range 20 meters, cooldown 25 up to 45 seconds, can only be activated on a target with 20% life or less. The hunter jumps on the target and releases a brutal close combat combo which deals damage. This skill that does not empty or use your focus. For AoE, grenade ammo, instant ability, uses global cooldown, range, cooldown 20 seconds. The hunter reloads his ammo with 3 stacks of grenade ammo. All shots does damage in 15 meters around the target. Passive abilities, Rampage. The hunter gets 2 up to 5 focus when he attacks a unit with shot per projectile that damage the target. When the hunter kills a unit, his generated focus remains for 5 seconds before vanishing. When the hunter don't attack for 5 seconds, they lose all their through rampage generated focus. When the hunter reaches 100 focus, he become into a berserker where all his abilities does more critical damage, crit plus mastery for 5 seconds. After the duration, the hunter loses his rampage generated focus. The most of the abilities of the hunter are great, but I don't feel any depth into the most of the abilities of the hunter are great, but I don't feel any depth in the hunter class. I hope my changes will start some discussions. These ideas are from an unfinished project by myself. Have a nice day, your Peacecraft.